Friendships, along with family, are a person's two most important social situations. You can tell a lot about a person from meeting their family and their friends, but I'd say more so their friends than their family. Why? Because you get to choose who your friends are, and in doing so, they're a reflection of your own character and interests. So today, I'm going to talk about the power of friendship and the value that it holds. And who better to use as a case study than Gon and Killua from Hunter x Hunter. These two had me smiling way too hard on my screen whenever I saw them. No, not like that. But their friendship was so pure and genuine throughout the show while also having their ups and downs. They're so different in a lot of ways, but they complement each other very well. Gon is more carefree and warm, while Killua was a bit more calculated and cold. Sometimes I feel like genuine friendships are a natural checks and balances system. Start to get a big head and a good friend will make fun of you for a good ego check. But when you're down and need some uplifting, they'll be there to pick you up. Seeing as Killua is the more introspective of the two, he tends to get in his own head from time to time. But we see time and time again how Gon pulls him out of that place and tries to reassure him. It's hard for Killua to voice his feelings, but it's clear to see in a lot of cases that he appreciates having Gon in his life. If you're lucky, you yourself have had a moment or two where you're able to step back and really appreciate the friends that you have. Moments like that don't occur too often, so when they do, it fills your heart with a sense of gratitude. I talk a lot about how heavy life is on this channel, and I think it's a real blessing to have real friends that make the burden of day-to-day life lighter. Whether that's through helping you escape your problems for a while or when they help you to confront them. In the best cases, they'll do both. Just messing around and getting into trouble with friends is, in a way, an invaluable experience. Doing whatever without too much concern about consequences provides a feeling that's harder and harder to obtain as we get older. That feeling of pure joy and not worrying about what comes next. I think that's why it's easy to enjoy Gon and Killua's friendship so much. I think it reminds everyone of themselves as kids, and seeing them goof around brings us to a time when things might have been simpler in our lives. But friendships have their ups and downs too, and Gon and Killua are no exception. When someone close to Gon, named Kite, gets hurt, he accuses Killua of not caring and pushes him away. They're faced with an enemy and the situation's tense, but Killua respects his wishes and leaves. And then Gon goes on to do something that he can't take back and essentially sacrifices his future in the name of revenge. Killua, having been alerted that something's wrong, hurries to help his friend, only to see what he's done to himself. In their last encounter, Killua's feelings were hurt by Gon, but regardless, he came to his aid as soon as he realized his friend was in danger. A good friend will be with us at both the high and the low points. They might even be the cause of both the highs and the lows. But relationships are tested all the time, and they either break or become stronger. We live in a world where we're so captivated at the idea of romantic relationships, and I get that. But it's nice to see a piece of media where a genuine, wholesome friendship is the base for a lot of the show's emotional weight. I think there's a certain beauty to friendships that romantic relationships can't match, at least not at first. Being someone's friend isn't typically based on how they look or anything like that, really. And so that makes for a more genuine first interaction in a way. Now, a relationship can get to a point where looks aren't too much of an emphasis, but I think you see what I'm saying here. A good group of friends, or even just one, can make the grind of life worth it. You may not always be around each other, it may not last forever, nothing ever really does. But the memories and feelings that come with them never leave. People to laugh with, cry with, people to push you or really win when you get ahead of yourself. Like I said earlier, life's too hard to go it alone. If you've got friends, check in on them, let them know you care. And if not, go out and make some. A really good friend isn't something that's super easy to come across, but I guess the things worth having are the hardest to obtain, right?